And good afternoon and welcome to Through the Static. I have been having the best time with Facebook Live. People on Facebook Live, you know what? If you're not on Facebook, you got to, or if you are on Facebook, you have to just go to Stephen the Medium because I really am a freak show. Elix isn't here today, Coach Elix. He had to do something with his mom, which kind of took up a lot of time. So, and she's good, but it kind of messed up his schedule, so he can't be here. So I did Facebook Live, which right there is kind of an alarm, right? I shouldn't have been doing it, but because Elix always does it, and I couldn't figure out the comments, and thank God Debbie Borelli actually messaged me, and it came up and popped up on the screen to swipe left. That's so sad that I don't know how to swipe left, but I swiped left, and then when I looked at the comments, every single comment was swipe left, swipe left, swipe left. I think there was even swipe left dope. So I don't know, maybe, but in any case, thank you for being here. Mark is here producing the show. Hi, Mark. And we are ready to have a great show. I do miss Coach Elix, though. It's kind of strange not to have him right next to me, but he's doing his thing, and we will be back 2 weeks from today because we won't be here next week. And I'm sad about that because I love being here, but we've got to take care of some business. And, I'm looking at Facebook Live, which I can't because then I'm forgetting what I'm even talking about. So when I see crazy people make crazy comments. So, but let me just tell you that last Sunday, I had the fundraiser for Christine Kavicki. I didn't even have a chance to tell Mark, and it was amazing. The group was terrific. The validations were terrific. I met some amazing people. One woman who goes by Peaches, her name is, who is, the energy was like, could not even be confined to her. That's how great she is and how amazing it was. But I had some really good conversations. Christine emailed me or texted me and Elix yesterday to say that after this fundraiser, she is over her threshold. So now she's got all the money that she raised to the YMCA. I know, yay! And now she can focus on the race, which is perfect. So I love it. And the restaurant was pretty cool. It was just like we were in the warehouse, and it was all these huge barrels where the beer is made. It was pretty wild. But I did start off by saying next time if I'm doing a fundraiser, could we do something like, instead of like a beer restaurant, we could do something like a Burberry Warehouse. That would be really more up my alley. I know. I got problems. But it was a great output of people, and the people were terrific. It was so great. And, just knowing that helping Christine get to where she needed to get to and run the Boston Marathon, that is pretty amazing. This weekend is huge. It's big. It's We Don't Die Boston. I cannot even tell you how excited I am for this. So it unofficially starts today, and Sandra Champlain I talked to yesterday, Elix and I talked to her yesterday, and I texted her because she didn't know that the unofficial start, which is today for her event, I think the official start is Friday, is the supermoon. So how wild is this event going to be with people that are all under the Spirit umbrella, with like myself doing readings, and a scientist coming, and someone, of course I can't remember names, someone coming to do physical mediumship. I mean, it's going to be pretty amazing, and bravo to Sandra for getting this done. There's 100 and something people there. So Saturday is when I'm coming on, I think at 4:30 to 6, yes, to do an event, a platform event, and just read people, which I cannot wait for. And I'm so excited about this. So this is going to be really cool. And, of course, I'm going to be there Friday for introduction as much as I can to support Sandra and just to meet these amazing people. Not only the people that are on the that are going to be presenting, but also the people that are coming from, Sandra was saying people coming from Hawaii, I think Australia, Dubai. It's crazy, like Dubai. Imagine. And the last thing I'll say is March 21st, I will be, and I haven't been in Rhode Island in a long time, at the Crown Plaza from 7 to 9. I love, Mark, when people just walk by and just like do double takes looking in the studio. Like, what's going on in there? At the Crown Plaza, 7 to 9. It's a Thursday night, and I picked the room that only has 50 because I wanted a smaller venue as opposed to a larger, 100 or over 100, because I can get through a lot of people. It's going to be an amazing event because it's the day after spring, which is so cool, and just do a little homage to letting go of everything in the past and moving forward with the beginning, which really spring represents. But I looked down the website, and half the tickets are already sold. So, and half of 25 is really 25 left is nothing. So, if you're interested, you've got to get these tickets soon. And we're not even in March yet, and half the tickets are already sold. So, please get to StephenTheMedium.com to buy tickets, or if you know anybody who is interested, just let them know to get the tickets ASAP. I guarantee you this is going to be an amazing show. The smaller venues are always, I love the larger venues too, but the smaller ones, I can get to more people because there's not as many people, and I try to do as much as I can. So I think that's it on the front. Are we ready for commercials? Should I keep going? All right. See how messed up I am with no Coach Elix, right? We will be right back, and I will take calls. And welcome back to Through the Static. That first segment goes by so fast. And I don't even have Coach Elix. It's just me chatting. And but Elix always tells me that I never shut up, but maybe he's sort of right, even though I don't believe him. So I was going to say something before I took a call, and I completely forgot. Oh, I wanted to tell everybody that people that are on Facebook Live that are also listening, if you're not listening to me on Facebook Live or just the radio, 2 weeks from Thursday night, I am going to do a Facebook Live, probably at 7. I'll make an announcement for people just to go on and for me to do some readings, because I keep getting emails that people cannot get through, people calling 50, 75 times, and the line's busy. So this way people can, I can see the names, and I can just go from there. So how's that? But it's time to work. Let's start. And I'm really excited. So let's start with the first phone call. And hello, who's this? Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing good. Should I just guess your name, or can you tell me?
Carol.
Carol. Maybe Carol,
Yes.
maybe you just thought I'm that good that right away you don't even have to say anything. You could have actually just, started the phone call like with a and I would have said, "Oh, Carol, how are you?" But Carol, thank you for being my first call, and let's see where we're going. Wow. There's a lot going, and I'm trying to Carol, my God. Trying to tune in to somebody. There's so many people that are stepping forward that wanna.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Chat. But this is good. Carol. This is always good when there's. It's not good that you've lost a lot of people, but it's always good that your loved ones are around. So, So let me start with this. Is there an Emily or an E name connected to you? Either here living or somebody who's crossed. I'm asking for an E name. I don't know. The only thing I can think of is Emily, is because I just got.
My dad was Edward.
Your what?
My dad.
Oh, your dad. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I just got the E. They were trying to give me the name, and I really couldn't get what the name was. So your dad is crossed.
Yes.
Okay, so know that your dad is stepping forward to let you know that he's here. He's a very interesting guy, Carol. When he steps forward talking, the first thing your father just said to me was that there were a lot of things that he never got to that he wanted to here in the physical world when he was on this journey. I'm telling him to slow down, Carol. He's very, very, it's very interesting that he's sort of nervous on what to say. He's more concerned about making sure you're okay. So he's being very, very selective to what he says. He keeps bringing me out to, like, first I think I was on a train, but then I think I'm like in woodsy area. did someone live like in a lot of woods or camping or?
We love to camp, yeah.
Okay, so.
Yeah, he loved to camp.
Okay, so perfect. So he just keeps bringing me to, and I just. But where's the train come in? Why do I keep seeing a train? I keep hearing a train. I seeing a train.
I don't know.
Sometimes it could be that someone really liked trains, like toy trains or train sets.
Mm.
A lot of times too, when I see trains, Carol, it's somebody lived or lives near train tracks or works on the T but there's definitely your father keeps saying yes to it. Your dad also keeps giving me Jim. Where's the GJ name come in for you?
GJ.
Keep it with you, Carol, if it doesn't come right away. And again, it could be someone here, or it could be also somebody who's crossed. It's some Jameson. It's either James or Jamison or a last name connected to you that he's giving. It doesn't have to actually be your father or connected to your dad. It could be also somebody else stepping forward. Carol, do you remember somebody getting burned?
Somebody getting burned.
Your father keeps showing me like a big pot of water. And I don't know if what he's talking about is like someone's in the kitchen and someone touches, like, like sometimes a child doesn't realize it's really hot and touches something. But your father's giving me the symbol for somebody getting burned. It could be someone as like years ago, or it could be something current. Nothing that you think of?
No, I mean, I don't know how far back it would go, but I was burned as a child. I have a scar on my head from hot grease that was on the stove.
That would
Not
be
water,
it, Carol.
but it was like grease, yeah. I have a scar.
Oh, my God, that would be it. There's the burn. That's what it's just, all of this is just about, in this case, your dad, really, and there's a mom, a grandmother stepping forward here. There's also a grandmother stepping forward. But
Nana.
Let me just tell you that. But is your mom still here?
Yes.
I didn't think it was mom.
Yes.
It felt like it was an older generation. But your dad, what he wanted to do was bring something up. Not that that's the best thing to think about, the burn. But he just wanted to make sure he gives me things that I wouldn't know, to make sure it's your dad stepping forward.
Right. Yep.
So with that doesn't sound like it was a great thing with the grease, but just know, it's very interesting that you just said to me you have a scar on your head, because your father keeps telling me at nighttime he just keeps putting his hand on your head, like rubbing your hair, like rubbing your head, just to sort of like calm you down. Usually when I see that, Carol, it just means that someone is having issues sleeping or doesn't sleep well, and he's just
I don't sleep well.
He's
I don't sleep well at all.
He's just trying to sort of like get the stress low. Where does the cat come in?
A cat. Oh gosh, we've never had a cat that I know of.
There's a cat here, and the cat says it's for you. So is there like a brother or sister that has a cat? They also just said 3. So are there 3 of you?
I have 2 sisters and a brother. Yes.
Okay.
So there's 4 of us all together.
Okay, but there's 3 brothers and sisters.
Yes.
Okay. Who's got the cat?
My sister had a cat, but the cat passed.
When?
About a year ago.
Just know that the cat is here, Carol. That's why I automatically went to siblings, is because they were giving me, your dad was giving me the sign to go to siblings. So it's just like tell your sister that there's a cat, and there's Anthony, Ava. Where's the A come in? Is this your siblings?
No siblings with the letter A.
Middle name, there's an A somewhere that Dad wants to give as a reference. Do they have?
My granddaughter is coming. She hasn't born yet, but her name is Aubrey.
There it is. I was just going to say to you, what about nephews or nieces? So they've already named Aubrey. You've got to know that the reason why your dad's bringing that up, Carol, is that he's with Aubrey right now, and that when Aubrey is delivered, the last hands that she's going to feel before she actually gets to feel this physical earth is your dad. So he's going to hold her and hand deliver Aubrey to. Is it your sister?
My daughter.
Your daughter.
Oh, his granddaughter. Yeah.
Oh my God, Carol. So no,
Great-granddaughter.
how amazing is that? To you've got to make sure you tell your daughter. When you know what when you said there's no A's, usually I'm like, okay, we'll just keep it with you. Your dad screamed,
Yeah.
but she knows the A. So know that it's just giving a reference to his great granddaughter.
Yeah, it would be his great-granddaughter. Yeah.
Wow, I love that, Carol. So how amazing. And just know that he is with you all the time. If you could ever see, Carol, the amount of people in spirit that are around you, and your dad just said, not just now, but over the years, because your father keeps telling me she's had tough times. And just know that doesn't mean that it was horrible, but for your father to bring that up, it just means that throughout those times, they've been with you. And why do I keep getting pulled to the hospital?
When my dad died, it was well, we believe when he was brought there, he was already passed on, but of course they pronounced him dead at the hospital. I don't know if that helps.
I don't know if that's what it is. Is there somebody that works in the hospital, or someone was just in the hospital? Your father keeps bringing me to the hospital, so I'm not really sure why. So sometimes he'll bring me because it's like someone in healthcare works in a doctor's office or a hospital.
I work in a senior living assisted place, which has a health center, like a hospital.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So there it is. So it's a way, when Spirit brings up your workplace, it's just a way to tell you that your dad goes with you every morning, works with you, and then leaves with you. So he's with you. He's with you all the time. So how amazing is that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Such validation. Thank you so much.
No, Carol, listen, all the love to you, and just make sure that that precious granddaughter of yours is just being well taken care of right now.
I will.
All
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Carol, and we will be right back. And welcome back to Through the Static. Give me 1 second. I'm having a little issue here. I think I'm good. Okay, so let me take the next caller. Hi, who's this?
Hi, this is Kristen.
Hey, Kristen, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well. Kristen, you can hear the previous call, right? The reading?
Yes, I did.
I mean, how about that Aubrey? That was pretty wild, wasn't it?
No,
it's so. You know what? It's. I'm going to get to you, Kristen, but I just wanted to say that this is not the first time it's happened when Spirit brings up a baby on its way, and when they show me that when I wish I could show people they're in the emergency room, the hospital, wherever the person's having the baby, and show me them standing there and just literally handing the baby over to whether the granddaughter, their daughter. It is the most amazing, incredible thing. So, all right. With that said, Kristen, someone in Spirit just told me that you'd appreciate that. So you must be very connected to kids and have a good heart. So, with that said. Kristen, I've got a. He keeps telling me he's a dad figure. So is this dad or a grandpa?
Grandfather.
So your father's still here?
Yes.
Still living. He's very adamant that he's a father figure, but it's coming from the left. Is your mother's father crossed?
Yes.
Okay, so it's maternal grandfather stepping forward. Was there a grandfather, though, Kristen, that you either didn't know or it was very short-lived that you knew him?
Yeah. Well, my father's father I never met.
Oh, okay, perfect. So I wasn't sure if it was your mom's dad saying this or your father's, but one of the grandfathers just said that either when he gave me the symbol for either you didn't know him or if you did, you were like really small so you wouldn't remember too much. So just know that Dad's dad is also stepping forward. Now Dad's dad is kind of just pushed over your mom's dad, because your dad's dad, and this happens all the time, because you didn't know him, he feels like, in Spirit feels like I should get the floor because you knew her in the physical world. I didn't know my granddaughter. So let me just stick with Dad's dad is stepping forward. Why is there coin everywhere, Kristen? Does someone collect coins, or like why is there coins? Is there a huge jar of coins? Did someone have a laundromat? All I hear is coins. Do you know? You know, sometimes, Kristen, guys will have coins in their pocket, and you can always hear the jingling of them.
Yeah.
All I can tell you. Go ahead.
I mean, I keep my change, but that's about it.
No, it wouldn't be because everybody keeps change. There's something bigger with your grandfather keeps talking about coins, but he keeps connecting it to putting the coins in like a slot machine, like a casino or something that you'd be putting coins in that he wants to give as a validation. So is somebody connected to you like casinos?
My grandfather, we used to, like, we had one of those open things and we'd get them from the state, like each state, and we did that as kids with our step-grandfather.
I got it now. So this is.
You know those things?
What was that?
I said, you know the things like how.
Oh, I know. Yeah, because when they came out, each one had a state on it.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it. And did you have one of those like little boards that you could put the coins in?
Yeah.
So that's what I kept seeing him putting the coins in. I thought it was a slot machine, but it was actually putting them in those little circles. But now, is this a grandpa that's not the two that I just brought through?
No, this is my step grandfather, but we were really close.
Wow, and this is also on your mom's side?
On my mom's, yeah.
Yeah, because, he comes to the left, so I knew it was Mom. So really, technically you've got three grandfathers here, all just giving love to Kristen, which is a great thing, right? I mean, I love it, and I love how one grandfather comes through, the other one bumps him, and then the step-grandfather bumps both of them with the coins. So it's a really great thing. He also tells me that it feels like February, but where's the birthday or anniversary? Really close. Something really close.
Yeah, March. Yeah.
Is it
in February? I don't know. There's a lot of stuff, but February.
Kristen, I love you. Yeah, March and February and January and April and June. He made me feel like there was something. What's this month? February.
This month, my sister was diagnosed with cancer.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. Well, it was in 2010. So
okay. So she's good.
No.
Oh, did she cross?
Yes.
So, wow. So here's two things going on, Kristen. So number one, it's a way, Spirit's very smart, and why they wanted to make me say what is the connection in February is a way that you knew. Unfortunately, it was a diagnosis, but you would know it connected to your sister, so you know that your sister is stepping forward with the grandpas. But twofold is that your sister's telling me somebody, and this is not futuristic, so let me just make sure you get that. Somebody else had cancer and was okay. So there's somebody connected to you that had, I don't know, breast cancer or prostate cancer, but because when you said that no, she crossed, that's not what I was getting. I was getting somebody who had cancer and actually beat cancer or is beating cancer. Just keep it with you if it doesn't come. So just know your sister also keeps giving me the peace sign. I don't know if you connect to the peace sign, if there's something with the peace sign, but from, like it started in the 70s, but there's or the word peace. Is there something that you have for your sister that there's something that says like faith, love, and peace or something like that?
Possibly.
Well,
I mean, she had a lot of jewelry and I have a lot, so
okay.
Could it be?
No, it's to do with her service or her crossing. It's because she shows me the doves, the peace doves. There's something. Is she in a cemetery?
Yes, she is. Yep.
Does she have a headstone?
Well, she's actually in a cremation wall.
Okay. You've got to keep with you, Kristen, because she is laughing. First of all, your sister is just at a lot of peace and very happy. She also, I can't keep up with your sister, but she also showed me two. So were there two girls? Are there two left? What's the two?
I have two children, and there's two left, me and my brother.
Perfect. So just know it's just her giving that as a validation. Did someone just do something with teeth, or did something? Why does she keep showing me teeth?
Teeth?
Teeth. Yeah, teeth. Was there someone who wanted to be a hygienist? Did someone just go to the dentist, or something with their teeth, like your sister's teeth, or teeth? Why? And she is laughing. She thinks it's very funny with teeth.
Our uncle got new teeth. And, it was kind of funny. But
see the secrets that come out here, Kristen. Was that recent?
It was pretty recent. I mean, if she's laughing,
no.
I could see it being that over, my mom had to have some stuff done, but it wasn't, funny.
No, Kristen, whatever the teeth story is, it's funny because she's laughing. She thinks it's hysterical. So, so it's definitely not connected to, work done. It's connected to, maybe it is. Maybe she's just laughing at your uncle's teeth. I'm sure your uncle has a beautiful smile now, so with his new teeth, so which is a great thing. Wait, Kristen, where's George, Jim? Where's the J come in? The J name, G or J name that I keep hearing. It sounds like George.
No, we have.
Is there?
Joe. We have Joes in our family, but neither my kids or my brother. No.
Who's Joe? When you say in your family, just like distant cousin?
Joe was one of my grandfathers that passed, and then there's some living, and then my son's middle name is Joe.
So there's a lot of Joes. Even though that's great for the GJ, but where is George? You got to tell me middle name, first name, unless is there somebody connected in Georgia?
We have family down south, but they're not in Georgia.
No, it's someone is screaming to me, George. So sometimes when I get George, it's Georgia, or it's a woman's name, Georgia, or a middle name, George. But there's a George. Just keep it with you, Kristen. Ask your mom where this George comes in, and it could be either someone living or somebody crossed. And there's something with the hip, the hip, or the top of the leg or the hip, where there's something going on because they keep making me touch the right hip or leg. So it could be somebody that crossed. I don't know if somebody ever had a hip replacement, but there's something that they're giving as a reference to the hip, top of the leg, hip. So keep it with you, Kristen, also. Mm-hmm. Okay? Nobody's having issues now?
Well, my mom is having hip issues, and then one of our friends actually had to have amputated up to her thigh. So
just know that if your mom's currently having issues, the reason why Spirit brings that up, Kristen, is just to say that they're helping as much as they can. But I knew it was like they kept making me touch the right side of my leg, top of my leg, hip. So if your mom's having issues, just know that, tell your mom that they're helping as much as they can. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Listen, thank you, Kristen. You have a great night and lots of love to you.
You're awesome.
And we will be back. And welcome back to Through the Static. You know, when you're calling and you get in, and which I love doing. If there's things that I give you that you just don't get, it's fine. It's just keep it with you. I archive all these shows on my YouTube channel, which is just Stephen the Medium, so you can go back, especially people that call, because, you know, when you're on the phone, just like if I do sort of like a spontaneous reading, like I'm out at a supermarket, which I do all the time, and, you know, someone's cutting my turkey, and I just started saying, your mother's standing next to you, you know, because it's kind of spontaneous. They can remember some, but it's hard. But if you call in, the cool thing is this is all recorded, and the shows actually go to Stephen the Medium YouTube, so which is wild. And I am sure that once you get off the phone and you start thinking about it, you'll get the validations. Spirit is pretty good. So let me shut up and do the next reading. Hello, this is Stephen. Who's this?
Hi, Stephen. It's David.
Hello, David. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. David, I think I'm doing a good job without my sidekick. Don't you think?
I think you are, yeah.
But I'm so glad that you called. And I know, because normally if you just said David, I'd have no idea who you are, because when I'm in this mode, I don't know. I don't recognize, you know, voices. And, you know, not that David and I talk all the time, but I did see on Facebook Live you're on hold, and I'm hoping to get to see you at some point separate from this, because I know I had to mess things up. But you're here now, so let me start tuning in, David. David, I'm not really sure. I know we've spoken before when you've called in, but someone keeps. There's a grandmother that steps forward, and I don't remember my reading. So there's a grandmother. Let me start with this. There's a grandmother stepping forward that's with you, and she keeps showing me the log of something, the log of. I don't know if this is like someone's diary, like a diary, or somebody's logging an inventory. All I can tell you is that she keeps showing me something that looks like a log, and someone is looking at the log, and it looks like they're searching for something or trying to figure something out. I have no idea, David, if this makes any sense. If it doesn't, just keep it with you. But there's it sort of doesn't feel like a diary, because it feels like there's entries, but it feels like they're consistent entries, like something on a I don't know, like on a daily basis. But there's a reason why grandmother is bringing up this log, and I don't know why. So if it doesn't come, just keep it with you. Did that make any sense? David's like, no.
Not really. The only thing I can think of is my mother's mother. We went through a family tree pretty intensely. Like, I was asking, you know, relatives' names and that kind of stuff before she had passed. But it wasn't really.
But did somebody like actually put that on paper?
Well, yeah. I mean, I did while she was, you know, going through the names and whatnot.
You know, David, that could be it. That someone's logging something in and just building the names. Where does the teacher come in? Why do I keep getting? I see the alphabet when I look at you.
My mother was a cake decorating teacher for many years.
Perfect. So, and mom is crossed, or she's still here?
She's still here.
Okay, yeah. So it's someone just validating mom. You know, when I say teacher, everybody, and maybe I should just clarify, because most people just go to academic teacher, but it could be teacher of music, in this case, cakes. So it's just so it's dad. It's mom's dad. It's your grandfather saying this. Your mom's dad is crossed?
Yeah.
It's him. He just stepped forward, David, SB or BS? Well, that's a BS. Yeah, David's full of BS. SB, BS. Well, there's initials. There's something that your grandfather just gave me. BS or SB? I don't know if this is two separate names, like Stephen and Billy, or this is like initials of somebody, like, you know, like Brian Smith. But you have to make sure. You may want to even look at that. If you still have that tree, the ancestry thing.
I do. Yes.
Look at the letters BS, but it makes me feel like they're together.
Okay.
So either it could also be first name, last name, first name, middle name, but there's something very connected. Your grandfather also talks about the car. So, but he keeps making me look in the engine. So when I see this, it's either one of two things. It's either somebody was a mechanic or really loved cars, or somebody is having issues now with a car or just got a car fixed. But there's something with the engine. So
my father passed, and he was a body man. He was in the car business forever.
Oh my God! So that's what it is. I just when I see an engine, I just knew that it was something connected. So just know that it's Dad also stepping forward. Your dad just said I was right when I said the BS standing for bull. You know what? Your father's very funny in laughing. But the BS, just make sure you keep that BS, David. And Longfellow, Long Meadow. What is this? Long. There's a. It's a place or a name of something. Longview? There's something connected here. I don't know if this is like a place you guys family used to go, or lived, or there's a like out of state. I mean, because I don't know any long view. There's something that sounds like Longview, long something, David. Long Meadow.
I don't know.
So,
no, I don't know.
David, when you do know, because your father just says yes, he does know, you're gonna have to send me a message because I need to know what this is.
Okay.
Long something. I don't know what this is, but I am going to leave that with you, David.
Okay.
Listen, you have a great night, and hope to see you soon.
All right. Thanks, Steve.
Thanks, David. Bye bye. Hi, who's this?
Denise?
Hey, Denise. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good. Denise, as soon as you call, where's Kathy, Kevin, Kristen? Where's the CK name come in for you?
CK. A friend of mine's girlfriend who passed name was Kristen.
So this is a friend. Did you know Kristen, or you just knew through a friend?
I didn't know her personally. I just it's one of my best friends.
And she was friends with Kristen.
No, he was
I'm sorry.
Spouse to her, I guess.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. Okay, so you just got to know, and as you were telling me, or I was trying to figure this out, I just said to Kristen, why are you, where's the connection here? I mean, I get the connection, Denise just told me, but then she just said it's because she comes to you.
She does come to me, yeah. So I was a little thrown off by that for a second. I was like, what's going on?
She said, well, I'm bringing it up because I'm validating that Denise knows I come to her. Like I actually am connected to Denise. So this is so wild. So you know that she actually comes to you?
Yeah, that was pretty wild.
Oh my God, that was so wild for me. I almost fell off the seat, Denise. That was pretty wild. Kristen just said to me that this is all the reason why she started this versus because there's a dad figure stepping forward. But Kristen just said to me she needed to start this because it's like this girl just needs to like stop having Denise need to get validation that she's so connected. I don't know how you should take that. I mean, it's a positive because it means that it's a very positive because it means that, Denise, you're really connected to Spirit. But I think what Kristen's saying is that stop doubting the connection and stop doubting. So I don't know if maybe you don't, you don't want to be connected. I don't know what it is, but it's a.
I think it's with a situation pertaining to that.
Okay.
Had me question something.
Perfect. So, Denise, just know that, our loved ones, in this case, Chris, is it a dad or grandfather? Who's this father figure that steps forward for you?
My father.
Oh, your dad. So dad just kind of looked at Kristen and said, she beat me to it. Like I would have been first coming through. But Kristen just sort of jumped on the bus right in front of him. So, Kristen was quick, Denise, but it's just, there's a roller coaster of your connection. My God, your father also just said your connection is a roller coaster of I want it, I don't want it, I want it, I don't want it. Not that you never don't want it. I don't know if that was a double negative, but just in the sense that I don't know I just don't know how connected I am, or I don't know if I can do this, or all I can tell you, Denise, is that you're so connected, and I hope that just this quick conversation just gives you sort of like the ammunition to say, my God, Denise, like we need people like yourself, because that's what Spirit wants. Spirit, like Kristen comes to you, right? We need that. We need more people, medium psychics, and when you've got somebody, just I hope you just keep moving forward with this, because the connection is really, it's true, and it's good, but you've got to focus on protection and making sure that you just keep with the white light. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's...
It does. So I do this readings, and there's a place that I've been very back and forth at that I'm at once a week, and it doesn't feel white light to me.
Wow, Denise. So know that, I mean, you've got to go with your gut and stick with your gut. Okay. But I learned this, and it's something that I can share with you. Maybe you know this or not, but as we move forward and as we progress, as mediums, as psychics, whatever the case may be under the Spirit umbrella, because without even maybe sometimes we don't realize that we keep getting better, but the more readings we do, the more energy is being exposed, because people leave and they start saying, oh my God, you got to go see Denise. You should see what she did, this reading. And that energy is being pulled from you, and now you've got to start hiking up your protection, because if you don't, you're going to feel exhausted, you're going to feel off, you're going to feel, you're going to have like low energy trying to get near you. So I hope that makes sense.
It does. Thank you.
Perfect. So I'm going to leave you with that, Denise, because unfortunately I'm out of time, but thank you so much for calling, and lots of love sent to you, okay?
You are great. Love to you.
Thank you, Denise. So I think I don't have enough time for another call. I wish I did, but this has been a great show. I just want to reiterate, so cool, when I was on Facebook Live, I just saw someone who is at Sandra Champlain's event, We Don't Die, not surprising, which is so cool. I hope I get to meet her, but I will be there this weekend. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday in Boston. Well, it's in Quincy. Just go to the We Don't Die Boston website. You can also check it out through my website, Stephen the Medium, because there's all the attachments and connections. And make sure this event in Rhode Island, March 21st, that I'm doing. I have not been in Rhode Island in a long time, and it's only 50 seats, and this is going to be a great venue. It's the tickets are $40, but it's a small venue, and it's going to be the day after spring, so we're going to have such a great time and just let everything go. I talk about, like, I just want to do a very quick thing about letting the past go. It's a new beginning, but believe me, the 2 hours will be filled with just your loved ones coming through, but because there's only 50, already half the tickets are sold, so if you want tickets, just go to Stephen the Medium. So, Mark, I think I did good without Coach Elix. I managed. It's the end of the show. We did good, but I did miss Coach Elix. So, and we will be back in 2 weeks. We're going to be away next week, and that saddens me because I love being here, but we'll be back in 2 weeks. And just make sure you check me out on Stephen the Medium, as well as Facebook is the best way to figure out where I am, and we'll be doing Facebook Lives since I'll be away. So lots of love to everybody, and have a great night.